Good morning and welcome to Community Chit Chat right here on KMBY over the air at 19.4 and on the internet at KMBYTV.com. I'm your host, Jim Boston, and we are live today for this August 8th, Saturday, 2020. And I have a special guest here. He's been on before. It's been a while. Steve Prodes. He's the publisher of a monthly publication called Foolish Times. I wait till that music goes down, and then we pause that like that, and we're all set, and I'm ready to bring him in, and we're going to do something like this. And there he is. I believe that's him. And we even gave him, we're giving him titling. Look at that. I know. And where's his mic? His mic is over here. How you doing, Steve?
Good.
Are you here?
It's kind of an ungodly time of day on a Saturday. But
it was nice having you on last week. That's right. You came a little late.
It's good to see you there, Jim, for a couple of minutes during commercial break. Yeah.
Thought I'd do that to you, huh? Anyway, all right. Don't keep on staring at the monitor. It's okay. So, Steve, let's give the audience just a little preview of some stuff. You were originally from where? Born where?
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. What's it? Well, there's a song, I think, Pennsylvania something.
Well, Billy Joel actually made fun of the place I'm from, which is Allentown, Pennsylvania.
Allentown.
Oh,
yeah. I was just curious. You know what would be neat? You know, there are these groups of people that will have these reunions, although it's hard to do that nowadays. Yeah. But they'll have these reunions of peoples with certain first names. Mm-hmm. You know, like all Walters, right? Once a year. Allen would be great. Do they do that in Allentown?
No, they do a bunch of other cool stuff, but no, nothing like that. Okay. Actually, William Allen was given the land from, I guess, somebody else, and that's what he did.
That's what he did?
Yeah. Okay, created Allentown.
Allentown.
Okay. Yeah.
Is there such a thing as Funky Town? That's a song.
Oh, there is. Great song. Yeah,
I know.
I'm sure.
I used to use that. I used to use that as my opening for Your Town Television. Yeah, Funky Town. Thought it was kind of a good thing. Anyway, all right. So you're from there. You came out here. You've done all sorts of different things. Have you ever had like a real honest job? I guess you might say. 9 to 5 type of thing.
Oh,
clock
yeah.
in?
I've had real kind of like paycheck jobs.
Paycheck jobs.
Yeah, paycheck jobs. 40 hours a week. Yeah.
Yeah. Try saying that 3 times. Really fast.
Especially this time of day.
Paycheck jobs. Right. So what time did you get up this morning to get here?
I was up at 6:30. I was up and ready to go.
All right.
Yeah.
I was, well, that's
big
good.
Deal today.
big deal.
Big deal today.
What can I say? It's kind of a...
It's an honor.
Well, thank you very much. Foolish Times, and let's see if I can do this right. Now, you're going to have to hang on and let me do something like, we'll take this out of here, and we'll do that. And let's see. Yeah, there we go. We'll take out your name out of here so it gets that out of the way.
There we are.
All right. Now I'm gonna push a button here. So this is actually what the front cover of this month's, it is a monthly publication.
It is.
Foolish Times. And the guy says, "Oh, Ashley, I'd recognize your beauty anywhere." And she says, "I'm not Ashley." There we go. Can't recognize her. That's one of the little problems with the face mask nowadays. If you're at a store somewhere and you see somebody 6 feet away, as it should be, you can't tell if they're smiling.
Well, you can. You can see.
Can you see?
Oh, yeah. The corners of their face. You can see the wrinkles. Their face is moving up.
I guess.
Yeah.
Now, there are some people, and I caught a lady the other day at grocery outlet, an older lady, and I felt kind of bad. She wasn't an official mask. She had like a scarf up, and she's kind of holding her hand over her mouth, and it's her nose isn't covered.
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh, you need to cover your nose." And she, I don't know.
Did she swat you?
I have a funny feeling she didn't know what English was. That's what I think. All right, so let's see if I can scroll down here a little bit. Oh, and then, okay, so there's the August. And so you can see your paper online, and I looked at it today. Now, you know what my first complaint would be, right? What would my first complaint be?
That your picture isn't on the cover?
No, I can live with that. So there's the cover.
Well, we actually came up with that cover thinking of the Pink Panther movie where Peter Sellers where he walked in a hotel and he asked the guy behind the counter if he could pet his dog, and the dog bit him. He goes, "Your dog bit to me," and he goes, "It's not my dog." So that's kind of the slow motion kind of comedy we tried to do for this cover. Yeah.
Totally lost me. All right, so let's open up the page. Now, basically, obviously, I can read the titles. But I really can't read the print. Can you read the print, or do you have to have like glasses on to see that? Because I have glasses on.
Oh, at that point, I need glasses. This is a new platform that we're on, and it's the font is larger than our other platform. Once I could see it on my computer, I read it on my computer.
Now, should I be, and correct me if I'm wrong, should I be looking at this wearing platform shoes? Should I?
If you still have a pair, I'd put them on.
I had a pair once. Yeah. You didn't need one. You're tall. Did you ever have
Oh,
any?
Absolutely. I had orange platform shoes with cork soles. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway. All right. So then you keep on turning it, and I like how it does it. You know, it
the page
turns
flips.
the pages, flips. Yeah. There's Grove Market down below. They've been an advertiser with you for a long time?
Oh, forever. Nice family. Good group of people. Probably the only normal place in Pacific Grove.
Do you know what they carry, by the way, that some places don't? A lot of places don't. They carry those pies.
Gizditch.
Yeah, from that are made up in, Watsonville?
Yep.
Yeah.
Casterly.
Yeah. And so that's something that if, when it comes that time, you want one of those pies, you don't have to go all the way up there.
They do a lot of neat things in their store. They rotate a lot of products in and out based on...
You mean like the chicken, they turn it over the other side?
Yeah.
As cooking or something?
They don't do fish. That's one thing they don't do.
Bodies in Motion. What's that about?
Ted. Ted is actually a published author, an ex-stage actor, real neat guy.
What? I'm sorry, what?
He was a stage actor.
Oh, a stage actor.
He lives in Seaside.
Lives in Seaside, okay.
Doesn't come out much.
No.
Kind of a recluse.
Yeah.
Great writer.
Looks kind of like a recluse. I shouldn't say that. Fooloscope.
Yeah, horoscope.
Horoscope. Horoscope, but...
Not horror, more fool.
I see. Yeah. Okay, all right. Let's see what other page we've got here. Mira, wow. Now, who is she?
Mira, wow. She, Daria's pretty cool. Her husband was here learning... I think Chinese. And then they got repositioned to go back east. She was in the service before, and she went back in the reserves. She notified me the other day that she is possibly going to be deployed.
Oh.
So something.
What service is she in? Do you know? Army?
Army.
Army. Okay. Mm-hmm. Wow. All right. And there's a cartoon I can't really see.
Godzelda.
Godzelda.
Yeah. Dana.
He's
been here.
So let's go back to, what's her name? Daria. So did she submit this over the internet to you somehow, or she was not here now, right?
No, she's back east.
Is this real old or something?
No, she writes every month. She's darling. She's got a terrific following.
Oh, I thought she was Daria.
Well, she is. She's darling Daria.
All right, okay, good. All right, let's turn the page. Let's see what else we got here. Bruce Lee Drive-In Memories.
Charles is up in Watsonville.
Watsonville.
Lives up there. Never met him.
He could bring you a pie.
Yeah, he could. He started sending us stuff about a year ago, and he's a good writer. He does a lot of reminiscing of Santa Cruz growing up, some things he's been through in his life, and good writer. We like his stuff.
Blondes are the best. Now, I don't know. I told you earlier that I'm a Blue Bloods fan. Mm-hmm. Do you ever watch Blue Bloods?
No.
Oh, that's too bad. Okay. Anyway, I've got to get you into the real life here. There's important people in there. Yeah. Blondes are the best. Now, are these the blonde jokes? Is that what these are?
These are blonde jokes. And looking at that page, I skip right to the bottom to Chuck Scardina. Again, great guy. He's been a photographer.
Did you say Scardina?
Yeah,
not Sardina.
No, Scardina.
Okay. And his brother Sardina, right?
Yeah. But we get in trouble once in a while for blondes. But then I thank the person who yelled at me for reading every one of them and memorizing them. And then if we take them out,
people get upset.
Oh, they get so upset.
They don't have brunette jokes, do they?
No, but once in a while we throw in ginger jokes.
Ginger jokes?
Yeah, ginger jokes.
Oh, ginger. I mean,
Wannabe blondes. Yeah.
I see. Okay. Are you referring to ginger on
Gilligan's Island?
Gilligan's Island,
No. Redheads.
Redheads. Okay. Nigel. Who's that? What is that?
That's Gilly. She's a special ed teacher up in Watsonville.
Oh.
She used to write a long time ago and jumped back in the fray. Real neat person. Has some interesting things to say. Usually things that happen in her life.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Very good. Now, you say special eds teacher. Is that for young people?
Elementary.
Elementary, people that need special...
Yeah, kids that need a little extra love.
Oh.
A little extra attention.
Oh. Well, see, I don't think they had that when I went to school, and they should have.
It was different. I think the criteria and diagnoses are very different now, and if we had the same, I definitely would have been in a special ed class.
Now, let's let the audience know, by the way, that while this is on the computer and sometimes it might be a little hard to read, it gives you a little appetite to go out and pick up your paper, and I know you can get your paper at locally in Monterey at Black Bear Diner. Is that correct? Are they still there?
Black Bear is one of the places.
Yes.
We put less there now because
not too many people are coming.
Yeah. It's all just takeout.
Yeah.
Nice folks over there at Black Bear.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
And, of course, we have one in front of our Chamber of Commerce office here at 505 Broadway.
Oh, this is... We go through thousands and thousands of papers here.
Oh.
People get in line here to come onto your porch and get a paper.
Yeah. Flattery will get you nowhere. Poorly partnering. What's that about? Or do we know?
Obviously, relationships are hard.
Oh. Yeah. And junior jokes, are those for kids?
Those are, they're designed for kids. I look at them as our one-liners, easy to remember. There are people who use that through their ESL programs, simple things to read, to remember.
I can remember when I was in junior high school, every once they had a library there, and I'd go to the library, and one of the first things I'd get, they had a book called 5,000 Jokes. Mm-hmm. Oh, man, I could read that all day long. All right, let's turn a page. What do we got? Dilligs? Is
Dilligs.
Mary.
She's in Wisconsin. She's
in Wisconsin?
She's a very, very, very funny woman. And she submits every month. I think she used to live here, not quite sure, never asked. But she's very funny, great writer, published, does a lot of copyright material. So we're not the only ones. A lot of these people submit to us, but they also submit to other publications. Some of them have books.
So you pay these people big bucks to do this?
Oh, huge.
Oh.
Absolutely.
Wow.
We set them out on world, tours, and, they're very much in demand. Yeah.
Sometimes when I go to the bank and I'm trying to cash a check and they ask me what size bills would I like, and I always say wallet size.
Yeah.
Just in case they had some funny ones. All right, let's see. License plate translation. I assume that's a deal where you see some custom license plate, personalized plate, it's got some letters and you're trying to figure out what is that?
That's Debbie Harris. Salinas gal, obviously has been doing a lot of driving around lately, looking at license plates in Salinas.
Yes.
Good writer, a lot of fun.
My daughter, and I don't know how I can say this, she had a truck, and she had a California personal plate many, many years ago, and it's one of those ones that shows like a whale. Mm-hmm. You've seen the ones.
She paid extra for that. Yeah.
Whale, yeah. And what she got on there, and I don't know how she got away with it, but she had the word spawned. Mm. Yeah, which is kind of like another word that you would say, but it really, yeah. Anyway, so that's something like that with the and some are kind of cute.
Well, if you look there, like Funny Bones, we have a lot of little things in the paper. Like Tony's Tickler, Tony Deacon over at Crown Anchor. Mm-hmm. He can rattle off 1,000 jokes, one after another. Very funny guy, great businessman. And then Funny Bones are things that come from the medical community. Sometimes people send them to us, which we definitely appreciate based on their experiences. And we try to localize the jokes. As you can see, this one, we talk about Monterey County
Credit Union.
Credit Union, yeah.
Yes. A virus
A virus.
walked in Monterey Credit Union to get a loan. Are you employed? Asked the bank assistant. No, replies the virus. I'm contracted.
Right.
Got it. Okay, let's turn the page. Let's see what else we got. Oh, boy, that's too confusing over here.
Which one's confusing?
Animal Dom?
That's unique because if you look right underneath, that was originally done in 1908.
1908.
Joe Mora.
Joe Mora.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Peter Hillard from the Mora Foundation, who's a curator of all Mora stuff, lives down there in Carmel.
Mm-hmm.
He started sending us stuff a while back. We've been talking to him off and on for about a year and a half. Great guy. Love Joe Mora. A couple months ago, there was a cartoon called Zip. It's a raccoon.
Zip. Okay.
And he originally
Well,
submitted
that's interesting because I did a similar thing one time. It's called Unzip.
Well,
Go ahead.
Joe was a real decent guy, I guess. And if you look around our county, his art is everywhere. And apparently he sent Zip to the Hearst newspaper group, and they never published it. So a couple months ago, we finally started publishing Joe Mora stuff that was never published the way it was intended to be in a newspaper. Yeah.
And you have permission to do that?
We definitely have permission
Oh,
to do
okay.
that. Yeah. No, we don't do it on our own. We don't go
Well, you
rogue.
could do that. No refunds for your Woodstock ticket. Jay. Yeah.
Antioch Jay. He found us in Santa Cruz.
Antioch.
Well, that's where he lived. Now he lives in San Francisco.
Oh, okay.
He's a beat reporter for a newspaper.
I would have stayed in Antioch myself.
Yeah. Great guy. And again, someone brought a paper up to Santa Cruz, and that's where he found us and said, this is pretty cool.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then you have some kind of is that a crossword puzzle? What is that?
Sudoku.
I don't know.
I don't get involved in that.
Okay. I don't know what it is.
It looks hard.
Yeah, it looks, I don't need that. Beer is like life itself. Now, I don't drink beer, never have. Peter.
Canadian.
Canadian.
Toronto.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Him and his wife come here in the winter.
In the winter?
And they stay in PG. And then the rest of the time, they're back in Toronto. He, again, stage actor, writer, very brilliant man, very creative. Neat guy.
Uh-huh. All right. DIY archaeology.
Well, if you go back...
I'm sorry.
If you go back to that cartoon underneath
Oh, yes, I'm sorry.
Monty writes barbecue every month. He's been doing it for many, many years. He works on fishing boats here in Monterey. Yeah, neat guy.
Wow. Okay. He's not the head hooker, is he?
No.
Okay, because I just want to make sure. Okay. Yeah.
Nancy.
I'm worried. Nancy. Yeah, where's she from?
Actually, Bay Area transplant, lives here now. She
I'm sorry,
works
transgender. What?
No, transplant.
Oh, transplant. I'm sorry.
She works in the tax business.
Oh.
And again, wonderful writer. She just wanted to give it a shot, and she's been writing ever since.
Oh. How long has she been doing stuff with you guys?
About a year.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And underneath that,
yeah, little cartoon.
Keith.
Can't really see.
Keith Larson, he did the illustrations for the Pacific Grove books. He's a Pacific Grove born and raised, still lives there. Mm-hmm. Very, very talented. All his stuff is about the Grove.
Okay.
You know.
All right. Let's see what else we got here. Fool on the Curb. Are these kind of street talk things?
Street talk, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. And if you notice the names...
are they made... I can't read them very well.
Okay.
Can you read them?
I can.
I don't know how you can see that. I'm looking at it pretty close.
A little younger than you, I think. We have Bob, Robert, Roberta, and Bob too.
Oh, okay.
Picking on the Bobs. Too? Found some Bobs.
All right. Yeah. Nothing seems the same.
That's Jan.
Jan?
That's Ted's wife.
Oh, okay. Nepotism, huh?
She writes a little differently than her husband. Comes from a different place. They all have different voices. which make them really unique. Our editor believes that if you can write in your same voice, that's something that she's always stressed as far as the folks that submit to us. Keep your voice.
All right, let's see. Am I still at American Exceptionalism?
Michael.
And Busking Life?
Busking, he's a street musician, retired elementary school teacher from the ALSAL. Right now has a grant. He's working with homeless. He's working with the underserved poets and writers and artists to get their books published. And he is a board member of First Night, and he was a board member of the Arts Council for Monterey County. Very, very nice guy, smart, funny, well-connected, and just smart.
All right, let's do this. We're going to go ahead and turn the page. And we're right near the end, so we might as well wrap this guy up. So this looks like you got the bulletin board there.
Yep.
And you got Top Notch. Is that supposed to be guide? Is that Spanish?
No, that's. Where do you see the word guide?
Well, next to Top Notch.
Oh, I see that. Oh, yeah. No, that's a language we made up. That's
Guide too local.
A little Spanish, a little Swahili.
I see.
Yeah.
You don't think that was a boo boo?
I would say it's something.
Okay, I didn't mean to razz you at all. All right, and then you got the cork board here with a bunch of different things. Maybe we'll come back to that later. And then the most important thing is the back page. In this month we have a thing here which has all the different logos of the different makes in the Seaside Auto Center, not Auto Mall, but Seaside Auto Center in Seaside. And this was produced by the Seaside Chamber of Commerce. And so that's that. Not too much to explain on that. So let's do this. Let's come back to here. We'll come back to here. And we'll come back to here. And we're going to take a little 2-minute break if we may do that. So I will take this out of here. This is Community Chit Chat on KMBY. And all I have to do is make sure I got this correct, which I think I do. And we go something like this. And then we're going to go like this for now. Stand by. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
KMBY Monterey.
Hi, Jim Vossen here for the Delray Oaks Chamber of Commerce. If you have never been to Delray Oaks before, it is well worth coming by. About 20 years ago, a young gentleman took on the task of counting all the trees in Delray Oaks. He's still counting them today. There's a great and famous restaurant in Delray Oaks called Tarpey's. And of course, they have a Starbucks and a Jack in the Box and a large Safeway. There is also a special place where people come from miles around to look at a large frog population. If you need your spirits lifted, there is the beautiful Church of the Oaks. Check out their website, churchoftheoaks.com. And if you're in the neighborhood, stop by and say hi to my good friend, Reverend Dr. Robert Helen. To find out more about Delray Oaks, check out DelrayOaksCalifornia.com. That's DelrayOaksCalifornia.com. Brought to you by the Delray Oaks Chamber of Commerce. To join the chamber, call 394-6501. Hi, Jim Vossen here for the Monterey Chamber of Commerce. If you are looking for a great place to dine in Monterey, like the old Fisherman's Grotto on Fisherman's Wharf, check out MontereyEatPlayAndStay.com. If you are looking for a great place to play in Monterey, like Cannery Row, check out MontereyEatPlayAndStay.com. If you are looking for a great place to stay in Monterey, like the Portola Plaza or the Monterey Tides on the beach next door to Seaside, check out MontereyEatPlayAndStay.com. If you are looking for cars, car parts, body shops, car clubs, etc., check out MontereyCarChannel.com. It's quite interesting and fun. For more great information about Monterey, check out MontereyCalifornia.us. That's MontereyCalifornia.us. All of this and more brought to you by the Monterey Chamber of Commerce. Not a member? Join today. Call 394-6501. All right, we're back. Community Chit Chat right here on KMBY over the air at 19.4 and on the internet at KMBYTV.com. Now, the important thing, there we go. I let that music go down, and then I take here, and then we have back Steve, and we'll bring him in like so. Hi, Steve. How you doing?
Jim, I'm doing good.
Okay, so let's
doing good.
Give you a little title here. All right, so we kind of went through the newspaper briefly, and let's see what. Oh, you wanted to talk something a little bit about the city of Monterey's birthday. Did you not, or was that, or we're too late for? I needed the slide. Is that right? That you said you sent me, and I said I never looked at it.
Happens.
Okay, but what about the birthday? Do you know anything about it?
It was a great cover. Well, in June, when they were celebrating their 250th birthday, they did some huge plans. They had some great things to offer the community. They wanted to make it more of a community event versus a visitor event, and obviously a lot of things didn't happen, because of that. Just like we're on the air now, they did a Zoom kind of thing in June with I think 4 different mayors, the sitting mayor now and past mayors, for things that they did during their time in office, and some of the new, some of the old, and you think of what our cover just had a cupcake with a mask on it, and we just said happy birthday Monterey in distance.
And again, how old is Monterey?
250 years.
250 years.
Yep.
That's pretty old.
That is pretty old. And still looking good.
Yeah. And they have some historic things. Wasn't Monterey once the capital of California?
First capital.
First capital.
Colton Hall.
Do you ever watch Bonanza?
I do.
There have been a couple episodes of Bonanza where I think Adam or somebody, I believe it was Adam, had to come to Monterey for some official stuff or something like that about some kind of grant, and it was kind of neat. I don't know. He's riding a horse from basically was it Nevada to Monterey,
and they do it in about 3 minutes because they're only on the air for an hour.
Yeah, I tell you, that's got to take a little time to do that.
Yeah,
I'm just
it's got to hurt.
It's got to hurt. All right, so okay, let's see. So what else we got going on? So we got the birthday. Mm-hmm. Now your business, you were affected by this virus. Well, everybody's been affected.
Everybody.
I don't know who. There's some people, obviously, the people that have a business of making those plastic walls, the glass things that are in front of all these counters and the doctors' offices. Mm-hmm. Whoever made is making money on that.
That and signs, signage.
Yeah. And the other stuff, and I don't, I've always I still have a little jar left. I think I've refilled it with some other stuff. A little jar of Perel hand cleaner. Mm-hmm. Can you find that anywhere? Have you seen any Perel? You see all these others. Tons of different imitations. Have we lost Perel completely?
Just make sure there's a high alcohol content in anything you buy.
High.
That's all that matters. You don't have to buy name brand. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
High alcohol kills.
But the name Perel sounds so nice.
It is. It's a pretty name.
Yeah. It's kind of good. All right. So anyway, now let's talk a little bit about this affecting your publication. You have another business that you run. I don't know if you want to talk about it, but you do what's called medical billing.
Correct.
For some doctors' offices.
We do billing and marketing for doctors.
Yes. Now, I got a question. Mm-hmm. Now, I see ads on TV, a local dentist, and he's got this staff holding up signs. We want you back. We miss you. Have I don't know if you can say, are these doctor billings down?
Well, for a while, absolutely. People were afraid to go to the doctor. Dentists were completely shut down. Dentists are still having a hard time ramping up.
Yeah.
But as far as physicians, if it wasn't necessary, you weren't going, and hospitals and surgery centers canceled all elective surgeries for a while. Yeah. And now things are kind of, I don't want to say settling down because they're not, but there are folks are out and about, and you can see it in the traffic on the streets. They're out. So doctors are ramping up as far as patient count, and they're getting back to normal as far as advocating for their own health.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. But okay, so that's one aspect of your business. So let's go back to the paper. There was, I believe, was it 1 or 2 months that you didn't actually publish the paper?
April.
You just April? Oh, just April. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
And
we published online. Again, let's clarify. We didn't have a print copy.
Right.
And what we did at that month is we did 5 pages of community service for restaurants that were open, and because it was all digital, and being that we kind of got caught with our pants down, we're creating a new website. That was all happening, at the beginning of this thing. Mm-hmm. But we saw where our reach is around the country, around the world, locally, who's looking in, and it was an interesting month looking at the analytics, looking at how this works with, again, our new site and its reach.
Mm-hmm.
It was definitely, but then we went right back to print.
All right, but now I'm assuming, June, your next time to publish paper, you didn't print as many papers as you normally would you, or did you?
Well, starting in May, like all publications, the numbers are definitely down. What didn't go down was the content. Yes, okay. Our page count went down. There are a couple less papers out on the street, obviously, because we're not, have a big, prevalent voice in the areas of Cannery Row and other places where there's a lot of visitors. But our content did not go down. Mm-hmm. And as a matter of fact, our content could have gone up because we have new people chiming in all the time, because now they have time to write. Or now they have said, ooh, I'd like to try my hand at this. Yeah. But we're very loyal to the folks who are in. So they get first dibs, for space.
Yeah. I was just thinking, I was talking to you the other day about doing kind of an exchange of advertising for the station and us letting know an audience where they can pick up your paper. And I was just thinking, it just came to me because you'd mentioned it. What if we kept a stack of 10 of each month for the past, and if you missed this, come on by the chamber office. Just a weird thought.
Possible. I know we have our archives on our website.
Okay, very good. Uh-huh. That too. Yeah.
And we have hard copies in our office. We do get requests from folks.
Do you have people come by your office to pick them up?
Usually we mail them. We every month we have subscribers.
Okay.
We have people that lived here or have friends around the country.
Well, how many do you mail a month?
I don't even know.
Oh, you don't know?
No.
More than 3?
Oh my God, yes. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, and you do that for free?
No, there's a cost to that.
Okay.
We have subscriptions.
I would think that would cost money, type of thing. Yeah.
It's $29 a month.
Okay.
I'm sorry, $29 a year. God, if it was a month,
$29 a year.
I'd be sitting where you are right now.
Does that? I don't know if this is any better. I mean, $29 a year.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't sound like very much.
It's not. We want it to be affordable. Again, there are people who lived here or people gift it.
Sounds hardly almost covering the postage. Just
it covers itself. Yeah, we penciled it out.
Yeah. Unless you don't pay postage, maybe you go to the post office wearing a mask. Oh, everybody.
We go there wearing a mask, but that doesn't matter anymore. They're not afraid of people with masks anymore.
No, they're not afraid. All right. So anyway, so you mail out those things and such. But other than that, advertisers, I guess this is a weird time.
It's a very strange time.
Because I assume there's some advertisers that want to advertise, but they're broke. That could be a problem. I know that wholeheartedly. And then there's some that probably could do some advertising, and it may help them. Restaurants are obviously going through a bad time. They're doing these street dining as best you can. I saw something on the news. Was it last night? These kind of see-through igloo things that Have you seen that?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Now Pacific Grove, are they still doing that? They were doing some street dining, but somebody complained about that.
Well, they shut down one block.
Right.
And it's funny, I was there one night, and it's like, wow, look at that. That's kind of cool. What's going on? And then later I read that they shut that down for restaurants, but I think there's like only one restaurant in that block. A little bit of favoritism. So that ended pretty quickly. But they, like Monterey, PG, Carmel, they built parklets.
Parklets.
Yeah.
Where they take a parking space or two and kind of cordon it off a little bit and put a table or two out there.
Oh, lots of tables.
Lots of tables.
Lots of tables.
Well, okay.
But it's interesting that when you mention restaurants and advertisers and businesses, all businesses need to have a marketing plan. They don't. And I look at what we do, a monthly, we're county-wide, broad reach, definitely a lower rate per 1,000 than any other publication. And restaurants here have got to think more local, which, again, they didn't have to do that in the past because of all the visitors that come here.
You sent me an email the other day. They one with the copy of McDonald's doing something in Monterey. Now, was that a one-day thing or what?
I don't know. Gal from our office came in with the balloon and that little plaque. She was a 20th car, and they gave her breakfast for free. And I thought it was pretty cool. And I go, the 20th, I go, that was like at 9:30 in the morning. I'm sure they had more cars. So we figured out it was probably every 20th car that day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's those are unique ideas. And sometimes we have to do those kind of things, to...
Well, it got us talking about McDonald's. We actually did a drive-by here in Seaside because that McDonald's went from nothing to looking like it's going to open any day. Really quick.
Yeah. Well, I actually last heard from one of the construction guys somewhere in the middle of March, maybe. Not March, middle of August. Middle of March.
Okay.
Sorry. Somewhere fairly soon. Yeah. So, but, I hope it all works out.
Long time coming.
When it was first being built, I was trying to figure out the whole ramifications of where's the drive thing going to be? But I guess they got in the same spot that they had before and have had. All right. So she got a free breakfast. Did she order she didn't know it at the time, though, huh? She gets up to the window and she says, oh, I wish I had ordered something more.
Oh, I wish I would have bought something for everyone in the office today. Yeah. No, she got a McGriddle.
Oh, okay. Yeah. My wife is a vegetarian, so we have a hard time sometimes. We go to we'll go to In-N-Out, and I'll get a double, and she'll get a grilled cheese. They make a real nice grilled cheese sandwich, right? So with onions and all that
So
stuff.
she does dairy.
She does dairy. She's not a true vegan.
Right.
Yeah, she just doesn't want to do meat.
Right.
Or fish.
Animals are pets.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, one time when I was on my uncle's farm many years ago, he had pigs, and I asked him one time, I said, these pigs, you got them outside all the time. Don't they ever get, a little sunburn? And he says, yes, but we apply ointment.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. That was a long trip for that, wasn't it? You already knew that, huh?
Well, before everything shut down, I remember being at the bar at the Crown Anchor for happy hour, and there were 3 pigs there. And the first pig came in, and he drank a beer and ran to the bathroom and left. Second pig did the same. Third pig finished his beer, and the bartender, Dave, said, hey, you're not going to go to the bathroom and run out of here. And he goes, no, I'm the little pig that goes wee, wee, wee all the way home. Yeah.
Yeah, very good. Okay, yeah.
It's a little early in the day for this.
I think you should have had 5 piggies, but that's okay because that was the 5th one that did that. Yeah. Okay. What did the first little piggy do?
Market. He goes to market.
Very good. Okay. Yeah. Just testing you. Yeah. See how swift you are. All right. We're coming up pretty soon on another little break. And that'll give you and me 2 minutes to discuss what you'd like to really discuss what you think is important, if anything. We record these programs, and unfortunately, because kind of a late notice on this, it won't be loaded up to our YouTube page until next Saturday. All right, maybe earlier, but by next Saturday. So then,
people are going to lose a lot of sleep waiting for this to get up, Jim. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm losing the sleep now as we do that. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We'll take your name out of here like so. We'll take me by myself like this, and hopefully I've got this all set up to where I do something like we'll grab you out of here, and we'll do this. It's okay. I know it's a little clumsy sometimes. Here we go.
KMBY Monterey.
Hi, Jim Vossen here for the Seaside Chamber of Commerce. If you're looking for a great place to eat in Seaside, like the Googie Grill on Del Monte near Canyon Del Rey, or the Wakatobi Japanese Grill at 1130 Fremont Boulevard, check out SeasideEatAndStay.com. If you're looking for a great place to stay in Seaside, like the Econo Lodge Bay Breeze Inn at 2049 Fremont Boulevard, or the Big Embassy Suites at the corner of Canyon Del Rey and Del Monte, check out SeasideEatAndStay.com. If you're looking for a new or used car, check out SeasideAutoDealers.com, where you'll find BMW of Monterey, Victory Toyota, Lexus Monterey Peninsula, and more. Check out SeasideAutoDealers.com. For more great information about Seaside, check out SeasideCalifornia.us. That's SeasideCalifornia.us. All of this and more brought to you by the Seaside Chamber of Commerce. Not a member? Join today. Call 394-6501. Hi, Jim Vossen here for the Sand City Chamber of Commerce. Sand City is well known for its large art community. Check out SandCityArtWorld.com. Sand City is also known for its industrial businesses like Disaster Cleanup, Floor Store USA, Cypress Cabinets, A&R Plumbing, and many more. Yes, Sand City has 2 shopping centers with Costco, Office Depot, Target, Home Goods, not to mention the 2 new burger places, Five Guys and Habit Burger Grill. Plus my favorite place, McDonald's. Love that quarter pounder. Check out SandCityShopping.com. Sand City has a giant development in the works, including lots of apartments and a hotel or 2. For more great information about Sand City, check out SandCityCalifornia.com. That's SandCityCalifornia.com. All of this and more brought to you by the Sand City Chamber of Commerce. Not a member? Join today. Call 394-6501. All right, we're back. This is the Community Chit Chat program right here on KMBY over the air at 19.4 and on the internet at KMBYTV.com. All right, we are back, and we have our guest, Steve Prodes. He's he is the publisher of Foolish Times, and there we got his name there, as nice as I can do that. Anyway, so I asked, I'm sorry, what? Oh, I got, I pulled up the wrong pot for you. Sorry about that. You were on nothing. Anyway, well, which is, fitting. Yeah. So I asked him, what did we talk about? And he's right. I didn't even think about events going on. You would think there aren't any events. I guess waking up and being alive is an event itself.
It's a good start to the day.
Yeah. By the way, speaking of that, how does one... we got these records of people that have had the virus. They've gotten over it. Some haven't. Some still have it. We got those records. I wonder how many people, though, have had the virus, didn't know they had it, and somehow, because they basically are kind of by themselves, they're not doing too much, they actually survived. Maybe they had some little symptoms, but then it left. I wonder how many people are like that.
Well, that's asymptomatic, and it's interesting. If you're by yourself, you're not going to get it. And but there are folks who we come in contact with every day. Minimal, obviously, for most of us, and but our rate of infection goes up because we were testing more. So, you look at the real numbers, not the percentages, because the percentages in our county are high, but the amount of testing is very, very low.
So you said testing.
Yeah.
How do
testing.
people know? Well, how do people know when they should get tested, or how do they know where they could get tested if they just wanted to be tested? How does that work?
Works in a couple ways. There were some free testing done by different companies that came to town. They normally limit it to first 100. You can be tested at Chomp. Quest is a big tester, but those need the referral from a physician. So if you have a symptom, temperature is one. There are other things, obviously, but temperature is a big one.
Okay.
So, and then as far as the test, do you have the antibodies, which means you already went through it, or do you get tested to say you have the virus now? So there's a lot of different tests out there, to be taken.
Yeah. Okay. So, but again, you said something about with a doctor's recommendation, like if you wanted to go to Chomp.
Need a referral.
Yeah. And how do you go see a doctor about this?
Well, the doctor's not going to do the test. But if you got a primary physician, you call, make an appointment. I don't feel good. That's why you go see the doctor.
Okay.
You don't feel good.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I just curious. Now, I did invest in a nice little electronic temperature thing. You hold it up to your temple
forehead?
or something like that, right? And I'm always perfect. Mary Lou's always perfect. Now, if, for instance, I do it tonight or do it tomorrow and it says 99.8, should I be, concerned?
No, if it's over 100.
It's over 100?
Yeah.
Okay. So, thanks, doctor. Appreciate that. Thank you. So, no, because so it is tough. Now, I do something, and I don't know about you, but what I do if I go out, now I do most of our shopping for home, if not all of it. I keep my little Perel thing in my van, and so before I go out of the van, I do my hands with the Perel, rub them in really good, and then I put on my mask, and then I go into the store, and I won't be too concerned if I pick up a basket or take a cart, and then as soon as I'm done, I get back, I do the Perel again. Should that pretty much help me a lot?
Sanitizer lasts about 60 to 90 seconds. That's it.
That's it.
It's not a placebo. I mean, it's good to do, but I wouldn't do it constantly. Your body needs a little bit of filth every now and then, so it could ward off things.
Well, that's why I have you today.
Yeah. Well, I took the bubble wrap off before we went on. Yeah.
I've seen some. Now I've seen somebody. I saw somebody at Staples about a week ago who had not only a mask but had one of those shield things, kind of goes around your head and it's a little plastic shield. I hear that those do nothing.
That's not true.
Okay.
The shield is like when you walk into a business and you see the plexiglass.
I guess so. Yeah.
It's the same thing. Now, if it also protects their eyes,
right,
which is something they said they want you to do. But if that's the comfort level of that person, so be it. Good for you.
And NPS actually made a few of those with one of those what do you call duplicator things? What do you call that? It's like a copy machine, but it makes things.
Oh, a 3D?
3D copier.
Okay.
That's right. I couldn't think of that. 3D copier. Yeah, they're making some of those things. I don't know how they do that. I don't know where do you put the paper?
I don't know. I don't understand the 3D thing, how they do that.
Yeah, something like that. All right, so back to events really quickly. You mentioned something about a drive-in at the fairgrounds. Okay, what do you got? A big giant screen?
Vicky and her crew have some momentum going. They allow 60 cars in.
Okay. And where do they park?
I'm not sure. There's a big parking lot.
You mean where the RVs sometimes park?
I would think that's where it would be.
Okay.
We looked at it, possibly get a bunch of people together and go, and then we saw it was $30 per car. It's like, okay, let's look at Capitol Drive-In in San Jose and compare that to what. again, it's all market value. We live in Monterey.
Yeah.
We're going to pay a little bit more if you want to show up. I guess that's
now.
what it is.
Now, how do they hear it? Is it on a certain radio frequency on your car? Or they
again,
have,
I don't know how they do it.
Okay.
I would think for $30, maybe they would have someone sitting outside your car acting out every scene for you.
Yeah. Now, by the way, no offense, but at home with people with their large TV screens and 500 gazillion channels you can get and things like that, I don't think I'm going there.
I like the idea about getting out, giving people options.
That's fine. Yeah.
Because all the events were canceled, and you look at the trickle down of revenue to the nonprofits who volunteer, the hotels, the restaurants, retail, us, other publications, marketing
I haven't thought
for
about
the
it
events.
much, but like hotels. Can you go to most hotels and stay? Are most of them open?
If you're brave.
Embassy Suites, they're open? I don't know.
Embassy Suites is open. Portola Hotel is not open.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, downtown, they're not open.
Part of the thing is, while Mary Lou and I are not necessarily having to go take a big far travel, but sometimes you want to take a ride up somewhere, even if you don't go into any place. But, if you go for an hour and a half drive somewhere, you may want to use some facilities somewhere, restroom. And I'm wondering, where do you go? Because most of those restaurants, while they are their takeout, nope, can't use the restaurant.
Right.
Restroom, excuse me. So what do you do?
Maybe like that third pig, go wee all the way home.
Maybe.
I
I was joking last night on this other show about having you see the contractors will have one of those portable outhouses on a little trailer behind me. I think I could do that,
Well, we're guys. It's definitely different for us, if we need the facilities. But the world's different now. It's going to eventually, some things will get back to where they were, and then there's things that are definitely not going to get back to where they were.
Yeah. Any other events that you can think of that are coming up at all?
There's a lot of things online with bands, music.
By the way, West End Celebration. I assume I haven't heard anything.
Oh no, that's off.
That's off.
That's off.
Okay, I haven't really. That's gone.
Yeah. I think they were doing. I think there's motorcycle races at Laguna Seca this month.
Okay.
And I saw something for hill climbs, which in my younger days in PA, we used to go to hill climbs. Motorcycles, elongated motorcycles going up a hill. Very cool event.
Elongated motorcycles?
Yeah.
They're longer than normal?
Oh, yeah. Because the hills are steep and they're muddy and dirty and.
Oh no, thank you.
It's pretty cool. If they're doing them here.
So did you have a bike like that?
No.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Oh.
Not like that.
Did you ever have a motorcycle?
I have one now.
Oh, you do? What do you have?
I got a Sportster.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't see you on it there.
No, because I'm sitting in a chair right now.
Smart aleck people, I tell you. All right, we're here with Steve Prodes. He is the, if I may, the publisher of Foolish Times. It's a monthly publication. It's the official monthly publication for KMBY. I just announced that.
Ooh.
I know. It sounds sounds scary.
Sounds really
and
official.
We're just about ready to wrap this up. I have to. We got about a couple of minutes. So, all right. Any other events that you can think of around here? Oh, the beach. You can go to the beach or not?
Beach. Whale Fest is doing something online. A fundraiser. Teeny Shake is going to be doing cooking demonstrations. From, I think, recipes from the Grotto.
Okay.
From his brother's restaurant. There's Mary Chamberlain every month. It used to be every week. She does an online soup recipe. Mary has been cooking and catering forever and ever and ever, and it's a wonderful following, and writes cookbooks.
Yeah. Okay. Soup. I like some soups. Some soups are
I like
good.
soup. Yeah, soup is good.
Yeah. All right. Other than that, really, you're saying not too much. How about and the theaters? They're closed.
Movie theaters are closed.
You stop and think of like the Del Monte Shopping Center. Are any stores open in there?
No idea.
I heard Macy's might be open.
Probably. Okay. I would think it's a shopping center, not a mall, outside entrances, I would think stores are open up there. I'm not a shopper.
No.
I'm not a shopper.
No, sure.
I like to promote retail, pretty good at that. But as far as going into stores and touching things and being emotionally charged because I'm there, that's not my thing.
Yeah, not since that last time when you got slapped. You gotta be careful there.
Yeah.
All right. Excuse me. All right. Luckily, I can pot down when I need to do that. All right. Well, I want to thank you first of all for coming here on time, and that much. Anything last thing you got? 30 seconds. What would you like to say?
Just thanks for having me on today. This was fun. We'll do it again.
Check out your website.
Check out the website.
foolishtimes.net, not .com, but .net.
Yeah.
Is that right?
.net, and we're ramping up for the September issue right now. If you do have an August issue, hang on to it. A lot of great stuff in there, and our content is always great. It's always professionally done, and we're very blessed to have great contributors, great graphic designers, great people in the background, and they definitely make my life so much easier, and it's really great working with them and being in this community.
Steve Prodes, publisher of Foolish Times, thank you for being here today on this Saturday, and we'll take this out of here. I'm Jim Vossen, V as in Victor, OSSEN. This is going to be archived on our YouTube page. It won't be done probably till next Saturday, so be patient. Thank you very much for joining us today.